huh?
It's always good to win. Glad our guys had some opportunities. If you want to call it redemption, long overdue. So proud that they came back and responded to some adversity and handled it well, made some real big plays, some big stops in the second half.
How's it go with Peters and how he performed?
I thought he came in and did some good things. He stayed on top. He challenged him a couple of different times. He tried to double move him. Played with pretty good leverage. Gave up one leverage here on a 7-cut, out-cut earlier. Had a hand on another ball. Shot probably should have picked actually two other balls. So he's got to grow up and off the field as much as he did really kind of did on the field tonight. He needs to do the things because he's talented enough to play, and he should be playing. But proud of the way he did.
Off the field, meaning?
Yeah, just preparation. Not to be silly. He's a good nature, so I don't mean that bad. But I mean, I don't know if that's a compliment either, though. But we need guys to grow up, and I think that was an opportunity for some guys to grow as football players. We still do some of the most bizarre things that it's just you got to keep coming back to us. Why do they keep? We got to play with more discipline in our zones. That's what we got to. We just don't play discipline with our eyes. And that's how guys look wide open, whether it's quarters or 2 or 3 or quarter half. We got to understand, where we got to put them. I think it was the second play of the game to run the old route, run cover 3. We got to be there on running the crossing route. We act like it's the first time we see it, so we just got to play smarter. Nothing real overly complicated. The game isn't, real difficult, but we make it difficult when we don't, trust where we're supposed to put our eyes and trust what our keys tell us to do.
Did you feel like you regrouped?
42-yarder to Amadon at the end where he came from right to left.
Yeah.
And it was wide open.
Yeah. Gary should have some help there.
That's what I was wondering.
It's play action. They got the whole team in the backfield. They run up one guy to the flat and the other guy, number 83, right down the middle of the defense. I'm embarrassed about it, and we got to get fixed and corrected. I keep, it's just like Groundhog Day.
So somebody pulled him out of there that shouldn't have been pulled out of there.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Were you a little stunned by the way BC came out on that first drive and just went right down the field and knocked you in the end zone?
Stunned? Stunned isn't the word for me. No, I'm not. When you're not doing things structurally that you're supposed to do, it's not stunning to me. It will happen. I'm not surprised. Like I said, it started off and run a boot route. Well, that formation's a boot formation, and we're not playing with any kind of awareness before the ball snapped. And we just got it's not going to change our approach to them, just in regard to teaching and the understanding, and you have to create the awareness, and then we got to demand and get the discipline from them to do some of the most fundamental, basic things, and to do it every snap. So again, I wasn't stunned. Pissed, yeah. We can all laugh about it now, and it's embarrassing now. I'm embarrassed about it. So I'm not embarrassed of our guys. They fight, they come in, they compete, they invest during the week, and for whatever reason, we have this tendency to kind of freak out. We got to get them to play, with just in a better manner, and again with the discipline that it takes. So
last week you said tendencies. Did they break from a lot of formation tendencies?
There's some different things, but hey man, that happens every week. You got to apply your principles, and again, not freak out. That's when something's not quite like we worked, but you have certain rules, and you have to trust in those. You got to know what they are, and you got to trust in them. So.
Last week, that one quick.
Yeah, he made some big plays, and we needed that to happen. It was a critical time, and so yeah, it was big.
Last week you were wondering you were wondering after a game who our third corner is. Did we see it today?
I feel better about it. I've seen D-Rob play really well in practice and all spring. He's a good player. He's shown he can play well. But competition really kind of gets guys on the edge, and if you have a little bit of depth, it helps everybody. It really does. And get guys to play with a little bit more of a sense of desperation to them all the time, and focus and intensity, and so
This might help him.
I always judge. This was really good for Gary, for us tonight, and got to kind of go back and re-earn it again tomorrow. But it was pleasing to see that, and so.
Now, earlier in the week, you talked about how in critical situations you were disappointed because you couldn't make the stops. This week, when the game was on the line, you had to make some plays. They made some plays.
The game on the line, and there were some in the first half when in some of those situations, fourth downs or third and shorts, we just didn't. And but on that second half, really proud of the way they responded. There's some big plays made there and some big stops.
The improved pass rush, what is that a product of?
I think just guys getting challenged and again, understanding situations probably better. Maybe, again, hopefully their pride, and competitiveness. That's the game. If you don't have that, man, you have no chance. And you got to impose your will on people, and you got beat blocks, and you got to be able to pin your ears back. And understand it's just random 1st and 10. You stoned them. Second down, what do you think? Pass of some sort, play action, recognize short sets, all the formations, what have you, and anticipation pre-snap. But they recognize that for us to get better, they have to get better too. They can only cover guys for so long. So we need quarterbacks to have to make decisions under duress. That's going to give us a lot of flexibility if guys can do that.
If I saw the numbers right, Peters had been in on like 9 plays or something
Is that right?
prior to.
Okay.
So when I saw him out there, I thought, ooh, is this desperate or what are we doing?
Well, it was a situation we actually talked about during the week. That hey, when somebody can get it, you gotta give somebody else an opportunity, regardless of what you think they might. Sometimes that, as coaches, we're our own worst enemy. We think we know. Shoot, I felt real good going in. I didn't, like I said, I wasn't shocked, but I was or stunned, I think was the word that was asked when they did what they did. But I felt good. I thought our guys practiced well and had a good understanding of what we're doing. But anyway, that being said, we had talked about that situation, and if it presented itself, don't be afraid to put them in. So.